Welcome friends. Let us continue to study about the pumps on my YouTube channel. Kindly like, share and subscribe my YouTube channel. In today's lecture, we are going to study about the construction and working of dynamic pressure pump, and especially we are going to study single and multi-stage centrifugal pump and priming of centrifugal pump. Single stage centrifugal pump. In the single stage centrifugal pump, liquid is lifted or the pressure of the liquid is increased in one set of impeller and casing. So here you can see there is one impeller and one casing in which the pressure of the liquid is increased. So that is known as the single stage centrifugal pump. In multi-stage centrifugal pump, the pressure of the liquid is increased in more than one unit of impeller and casing. So you can see here there is impeller number 1 and casing number 1 in which the pressure of the liquid is increased. Then it enters to the another impeller, that is impeller number 2 and casing number 2, where its pressure is again increased. So you can say this is the example of the two-stage centrifugal pump. Now another way, the pump can be connected in a different manner also, like this. So here the water enters into the impeller number 1 and the same or the different quantity of water again now enters the impeller number 2, and then both the discharge are combined. So the previous arrangement is known as the pump in series, and this arrangement is known as the pump in parallel. While pump in series, we know that the pressure of the liquid is increased in impeller number 1 and then again it is increased in the impeller number 2, but the quantity is same. So the pump in series is utilized to discharge or to get the high pressure or the high head with the same quantity of water to be lifted. While in pump in parallel, you can see the quantity of water is doubled, but the pressure increase in the impeller is the same. So the pump in parallel is utilized to get the high quantity of water at the low head. Priming of the centrifugal pump. So you can see here, when we start the centrifugal pump, it is filled up with the air, right? So when we start the centrifugal pump, it rotates the impeller, and as it rotates the impeller, it rotates the air. And it rotates the air, so we are not going to get the discharge. So what we have to do? We have to fill the impeller, casing and the suction pipe with the water initially. And when we fill the impeller, casing and suction pipe with the water, and then after if we start the centrifugal pump, then impeller will rotate, and as the impeller rotates, the kinetic energy of water increases, and then water continues to get to start into the discharge, and therefore at the initial stage we are required to fill up the, you can say, impeller, casing and the suction pipe with the water, or ultimately we are required to remove the air from the impeller, casing and the suction pipe. And the process of or the priming means removal of air, gas or vapor from the pump casing, impeller and from the suction pipe by filling them with the liquid to be pumped, and that is known as the priming. Priming of the centrifugal pump is necessary only at the time of the starting of the pump. After pump starts, necessary vacuum is created at the impeller to lift the water from the sump from about 8 meters of the depth. Different types of priming. First one is the manual priming. In small centrifugal pumps, priming is done by pouring the liquid directly into the casing using the funnel with an air vent cock opening provided on the casing. So here water is filled up with the help of the, you can say, funnel and manually. Right, and we have provided the air vent. So whenever we are entering the water into the casing and the impeller, the air is taken out from the air vent. Sometimes priming cup is also provided at the top of the casing for priming the centrifugal pump. When the system is filled throughout with the liquid to be pumped, it is seen that air has been removed from the suction pipe, impeller and casing, and now the air vent cock is closed and pump is started. This is the first type of priming, that is the manual priming. Next type of priming is vacuum priming. In this type of priming, vacuum pump is utilized or the vacuum generating device is utilized to generate the vacuum. It means to remove the air from the impeller and casing. So using the vacuum creating devices like vacuum pumps, vacuum is generated inside the centrifugal pump to lift the water from the sump to casing and impeller. Then after the pump is started, and this is known as the vacuum priming. So here using the vacuum, the air is removed and water is filled up or the liquid is filled up inside the suction pipe. Next one is the priming with the jet pump. So here the overhead tank is connected with the nozzle and that nozzle is located inside the suction pipe and it has a valve. So whenever we require to fill the casing and impeller with the water, that valve is opened and due to that the water is filled up inside the impeller, casing and suction pipe, and that is known as the priming with jet pump. Self-priming. If the pump is located below the level of the liquid to be pumped, it means if we locate the pump below the water level or the sump level, the gravity and the air pressure ensures that it is constantly filled up with the liquid and there cannot be ingress of air into the pump or the suction line. So if we locate the centrifugal pump below the level of the water in the sump level, then automatically the pump will be filled up with the water, and such pump is considered to be the self-priming pump. Now we are going to study the difference between the centrifugal pump and the reciprocating pump, and these are the different criteria. Working principle. Reciprocating pump works on the positive displacement while centrifugal pump works on the working principle of non-positive displacement. Liquid to be lifted. Here in reciprocating pump it is non-continuous and here in the centrifugal it is continuous and uniform. Discharge. In the reciprocating pump we get the less discharge at high head, while in centrifugal pump we get the more discharge at low head. Speed. Reciprocating pump can work at the low speed while centrifugal pump can work at the high speed. Maintenance cost. For reciprocating pump it is high, for centrifugal pump it is low. Type of liquid. For reciprocating pump it can be less viscous and centrifugal pump it can be the high viscous fluid. Priming. In case of reciprocating pump, priming is not required. In case of the centrifugal pump, priming is required. Kindly ask your queries in the comment box. Kindly like, share and subscribe my YouTube channel. Thank you.